Well, this is launch day for the Angus and Dundee Roots Festival 2010. We've got an open advice day here at the Dundee Family History Centre. We've got a variety of groups here today, ranging from Deceased Online, who work with Angus Council. Angus Council being the first council in Scotland to have all its burial records online.
What we do find, in fact, is that the public have never seen this before. It's very difficult to get to the burial records unless you go in to every town that has them. Scotland's People provides birth, deaths, marriages. This is the portal for burials.
We've got Angus Archives here, Angus Registrars, we've also got Perth and Kinross Registrars, University of Dundee Archive Services, and a variety of other people providing information of the sort that will help people in person on a day such as this.
Anyone you speak to these days has at least had a stab at tracing their roots, or if they haven't already started, are going to have a little go. But I think that's mainly because of programmes like Who Do You Think You Are that have shown it's not just stamp collecting for names, for example. There's far more to doing genealogy and family history than building a family tree. It's actually a gateway to the past, whereby you discover your ancestors and learn far more about the periods in which they lived, the resources you can use to actually build that family tree and the knowledge behind it. It's a bit like a detective process. And suddenly it's cool, it's fun, it's exciting, a whole new generation are getting involved, but you actually go on a learning journey about yourself and your immediate family that traditional history books just simply can't fulfill.
Happy birthday.
I think this year's Roots Festival's gone incredibly well. There's been a great variety of events. They've all been very well attended. And personally, the Angus Archives team have spoken to a tremendous number of really nice people and visitors from all over the place.
It's a wonderful resource for fashion history, family history, social history of Arbroath. You know who
I never thought about it being fashion, but definitely.
Oh, absolutely, and that helps you date other people's photographs because these are dated, so I use this as my exemplar. If that's an 1887 bustle and that's what a working class person was wearing, and you look at another photograph and go, well, okay, that's really similar to that, so you can roughly date it.
Amazing.
It's
oh,
good to
amazing.
I think the festival as a whole allows us to focus exclusively on Angus and the Dundee area, where often Edinburgh and Glasgow get so much of the glamour that it's really nice to be able to turn the spotlight on ourselves for a little while, to show off the wonderful resources that all of us do have. And of course, from our point of view, that does allow us to sort of speak to people and really just encourage them to come and visit and explain to them and show them why it would be a good place to come and what they would get from a trip.
It's always important in these modern times that we remember our history and where we came from, and to give families and friends the opportunity to do that, and particularly those people from overseas. The tourism trade and all it means to Angus and Dundee, of course, but the thrill and the excitement of finding out where you come from must be absolutely brilliant.
We're really pleased with the success of the day today at the local History and Genealogy Fair. We've had visitors from all over the world, Australia, Canada, America, people who are very focused on coming here particularly for this event and want to tell us their stories, and that's been really important. Also a lot of local people who are bringing their friends and relatives who've come to visit.
And I'm here for the Dundee Roots Festival. The last 2 years I've been researching my Adamson line. I had a great-great-grandfather who immigrated in 1855 from Dundee, and I started wondering why I didn't know anything about him. And so I looked and found out that he had 10 brothers and sisters that he left here. And so I started using Scotland's people to find out about their families and about his father. And it's been a very, very exciting journey.
I came with the specific purpose of trying to trace some Ogilvy ancestors who went to Georgia, and the sons fought in the Revolutionary War on the British side and then had to flee and go to Nova Scotia and raised a large family in Nova Scotia. So I'm trying to bridge that family with the number of Ogilvies who are in this area.
This has been the Dundee Angus Roots Festival, which is one of the highlights in the genealogical calendar every year. Because Dundee Angus, and particularly the Tay Roots project, has got the whole thing better organised than many other parts of the country. Stuff is a bit more connected over here in Dundee Angus than it is elsewhere. There is so much genealogy that people can find, there are so many good resources, and they all talk to each other. It's a model for how ancestral tourism ought to be conducted throughout Scotland.